So welcome. I'm here with Giovanna Castoldi, who is in Bassano del Grappa, Northern Italy.
Yep.
And I am in New Haven, Connecticut. And Giovanna and I have co-facilitated several workshops. She has organized numerous workshops that I have co-facilitated or facilitated. And Giovanna, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm happy to see you. Excited to speak about what we did.
Okay.
You were describing what we did together, and you were speaking now, and some image arriving in my mind. So I was appreciating what we did together. And
if people are more interested in what you do, are you willing to tell people about that?
Yes. So I am passionate to learn more and more NDC, and I realized that one way to learn a lot is to organize some training and to work on the challenge of the question of other people. This is a way for me to learn.
Work on the challenge of other people.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me what you mean by that.
I mean, sometimes arrive some questions that are questions that are out of my box. So these questions support me, my quality of understanding, and also our challenge, because some question needs the willingness to find the answer together with the person that make that question. So for me, what I'm doing is to grow, to gather other people. And the topic I am very curious about now is connected to justice. So I start my path in conflict with you and with Anya Mills several years ago. And I think that is a natural develop of my interest on conflict to work more on the topic of justice. So I'm doing it with some projects in Italy. Some of them are in the school. Some of them are on to create new kind of restorative justice system in big organizations. Yes, so I'm discovering life and conflict. So I'm very passionate on that.
This sounds marvelous. And if people want to get hold of you, are you willing to tell people a way they can do that?
Yes, so there is a website that at the moment has my name, that is giovannacastoldi.it, that is Italy. I'm working most of the time in Italy, and I'm working also out of Italy. In Spain, for example, from a couple of years, with you also. So,
but not simultaneously.
No, not simultaneously, but yeah. But I like this project that are we are growing together with a lot of hands in the same project in different countries, and yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's do this demonstration that we have. You and I are, for the purpose of this video, are practice partners. And I suggested to you an idea for a scenario, and you don't have to use it, but it's that we're co-facilitating a workshop, and that that I'm talking, and you kind of think I'm using more words than a lot of people are enjoying, and maybe that you're enjoying, and so you're going to interrupt, and and we can just have fun with this and to see how it might happen. Okay.
We try.
So you want me to, you know, it's so difficult for me to talk and to ever have anything.
So, yeah, I was thinking how we can do this then.
Okay, so so let me tell you about this interrupting thing. So now interrupting is really important about, you know, how to affect meetings and how to do this and how to do that. And you really want to be able to stay centered and then be able to choose your words and interrupt, and then just go with where it goes from there. So blah, 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 interrupt, blah.
I was sorry, I was waiting, I was saying, but you know, are you explaining something about interruption or, okay, so we come back a little. Okay, so excuse me, I just want to be sure at the moment I'm sensing some people maybe are not exactly on the same page that we are. And I'm saying this because there are some expression on the face that I want to be sure, I want to just to check with you.
So are you
yes.
talking too much again?
I'm saying that I would like to continue in this topic in this way after we check with people. That's fine for you.
Okay.
How is for you if we check?
Yes, I would like to check. So let's do it again, and you'll interrupt sooner, and maybe try to have fewer words, but still, you know. So let me tell to the people that are listening that me going on and on in a workshop is not an unusual thing, and it's a challenge for the people around me to interrupt me, and it's a measure of sort of the trust and the growth in people to be willing to interrupt is my way of getting at it. And so you know, how can a person interrupt? How can they use as few words as possible? And the more practice that any one of us has, the more facile we'll be at it, and then we won't be sitting there with our insides on fire, you know, listening to this, you know, old white guy going on and on and on, or whatever it is. It's not just old white guys, but I mean, it's...
Yes, you know, and despite what all these people that are listening, think about Italian people that are very familiar with interruption, probably.
I hadn't thought of that, but that's...
I want to say that it's hard for me. It's hard to interrupt a person.
Yeah. It's hard for me too.
Yeah, I want to respect a kind of energy that is going to the people that want to contribute in some way, and also sometimes I'm not so sure that the level of interest that I'm having in what the person close to me is saying could be the same level of interest that the other people has.
Yeah.
So I thank you for, I want to practice to be more efficient, more, to use less words and to be more effective in this practice, because it's not so immediate for me.
Yeah, with all of these things, I found the more I practice, it's like the more choice I have. It's like in this interruption example, I can not interrupt, or I can interrupt. I don't feel any kind, and there's less emotional tension in my interruption if I have practiced it, which then when I have emotional tension, that gets communicated to the other person. So anyway, that's my sales pitch to the participants in this training, to really practice this to where you feel comfortable about it. Okay, so let's just do it one more time and then we'll end this video.
Yeah. So you start.
So, blah, 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 interruption, blah, blah, blah. Great stuff. Need to do it.
Excuse me if I jump in what you are saying. I have some doubt about the level of interest of the people in what you are saying. So it could be useful for me if we check, if we have a check.
So you think maybe I've lost some of the people in the room and you'd like to check?
Yeah, I would like to understand the level of interest of the people now.
Okay. Who thought what I was saying was just brilliant and wonderful and you just want to hear more and more and more? Okay. That's my joke. Okay. Giovanna, thank you very much.
Thank you to you for the trust.
I enjoyed the excuse to getting to talk with you.
Yeah.
And I wish you and all the people, your daughter and people around you, please pass on my regards.
Thank you. Best life for you, your family, and enjoy the practice for the people that are listening now.
Okay.
Okay.